course of my career, I've met many people who are struggling in different areas of their life, whether it be in a relationship, issues with parenting, or a personal issue such as depression or low self-esteem. Many people don't have the financial resources or time to devote to going to therapy on a regular basis. In hopes to meet the needs of those people, I created this podcast, Top 5 with Chris Taylor, where you learn the top 5 things that you can do right now to change that difficult situation in your life. In today's episode of Top 5 with Chris Taylor, we're going to focus on the topic of the top 5 things that you can do to increase your self-esteem. So those of us who have low self-esteem, we may have sort of a, legitimate root cause for that. Maybe we've got a lot of messages in life or experienced some failure that have made us feel like we're just sort of not worth it, or that we're not going to achieve what we want. So we internalize that and feel bad. So what I'm hoping is that these are the top 5 things that you can do to increase self-esteem, feel better about yourself, see yourself in a more positive light, okay? So the first thing that you can do is practice affirmations. So, we talk about affirmations. I think we all know sort of the skit from Saturday Night Live where he's looking in the mirror and saying, "Gosh darn it, people like you and you're worth it." And those are actually sort of along the lines of things that we want to do, but we don't want to look at it as a joke. They can be very powerful and very helpful. And you don't have to do it in front of a mirror, although I don't discourage that because I think having that sort of visual reference while you're saying it can be empowering. But you want to have affirmations. I'm good enough. I'm worth it. People should love me. I deserve love. All of those things that you really kind of genuinely want in life, but you might not fully believe that you deserve it, start telling yourself that you do. Take that risk, be honest with yourself, and remove some of those negative thoughts by replacing them with positive ones. Number 2 is develop a competence in whatever it is, whatever your interest is. You can start small, develop an interest and build upon it. So are you going to educate yourself on a particular topic? Are you going to pick up some sort of skill? Are you going to do something that's just enjoyable for yourself? Some ideas are going and taking a course at a community college in photography. Certain things are, other ideas are learning how to play an instrument. Taking a specialized training related to your work can just help you feel better about yourself. You're putting effort and time and energy into self-development and personal growth, and that feels really good. And that can help lift you up, sort of out of that false belief that you're not worth it and that you shouldn't think good things about yourself. Okay, so number 3, challenge negative thoughts. So we spend a lot of time, if we have low self-esteem, sort of reaffirming. Like we talked about number 1, affirming the positive. In the negative thoughts, we sort of affirm the negative, that we don't deserve, that we should think badly about ourselves. A lot of times it's a voice that we've had in the past, a parent that was abusive or somebody that, was not kind to us. And over time, continuously hearing that message, it sort of was internalized and we started to believe it. Break free of that, challenge that, ask yourself, is that real? Is that honest? It's a difficult process to go through, especially when you've been feeling that way for a long time. But I encourage you to really challenge that and challenge all of those false perceptions and false beliefs, okay? Number 4 is express love openly, right? And, I think people hear that and they think, well, what do you mean express love openly? And what I say is I think when we have low self-esteem, what we do is we sort of hide out within ourselves. We don't engage fully. We don't stay present. We don't express love to those people that we really need to express love to. And what happens when you express love to something or somebody? Generally, you get that message back. So that's why I say, love openly and freely. It's because giving that message will allow you to get that message. And the more, from an outsider's perspective, you're reinforced for being lovable and able to receive a message of love, the more you'll feel worth that message of love, and the more you'll believe that you deserve that in your self-esteem. Okay, and the 5th thing that you can do is practice what I call radical optimism. Be radically optimistic about life. There's so many reasons not to have hope for the future, not to engage in a meaningful way in your life, not to look at the good. And when you have low self-esteem, you spend so much time looking at the bad. And you look at the bad not of life, but of yourself. So have radical optimism about others, about the message that you want to receive, that the knowledge that you will receive it if you sort of take the right steps and demand action. and be optimistic about yourself, that you'll improve and you'll grow and you'll overcome this challenge. So those are the top 5 things that you can do really right now to increase your level of self-esteem. So get out there, start putting these things into action, and start feeling the way you want to feel, because at the end of the day, it's your life and you deserve it. If you liked what you just saw and you would like more information about how you can implement these top 5 things into your life right now, please check out this and additional videos on my website, www.christaylormft.com.